Okay, it's this time of year. You're shopping, you're writing out your cards, you're baking, you're doing all kinds of things. You're really, really busy. Lots of gift buying. But what do you do to protect those gifts? We've got Craig Lyndall from Lyndall Insurance here to help us out with that.
Thanks very much.
Tell me, we're really busy. Our mind is on anything but insurance. Do we really need to be talking about insurance around the holidays?
Thankfully, mostly not. My phone doesn't generally ring off the hook during the holidays, which is a good thing because nobody wants to talk about their insurance during the holidays. They're shopping, but they're not shopping for insurance. There are a couple cases, though, where people do call me.
And that is?
Well, has your husband ever been nice enough to buy you a car at the holidays?
Well, me? I don't really care about cars that much, but he'd love me to buy him a car.
I mean, we've seen those TV commercials where they put the big red bow on top of the car.
Right, no, that's not happening.
I've never seen it in real life either, but people do call, you know, when they do buy their spouse a car, or they buy a car for the household, and they do it around Christmas time. You got to make sure you call me for that.
Now, jewelry, though, I could do jewelry.
Have you ever gotten any jewelry at the holidays?
Well, I have, but not at the holidays.
Okay. Well, that's another thing. Insurance policies, home insurance policies, over a certain value, and hopefully it is over a certain value, because you deserve it.
Thank you so much.
They got to call me to make sure that that's covered as well, because if it's over a certain value and something happens, it might not be covered.
And what's another thing that we have to think about around the holidays?
Well, everybody likes to travel during the holidays, and the good thing about insurance is it's set up, you know, your homeowner's policy, it's set up for your travel. When you're leaving your house with your suitcase full of clothes, those should be covered on a standard homeowner's policy. When you leave your house empty, you don't have to do anything special. So, in other words, when you have all those gifts sitting there, this actually happened to us last year. We had a death in the family, and we had all our gifts under the tree, but we had to be gone for most of the day. And I know there are people that kind of scope that out and try to rob you. But you're saying if that were to happen, it's already covered under the normal. Yeah, and that's the great thing. You know, they don't want you to have to think about it unless you do something extraordinary where you do have to think about it.
Now, here's a question. Every year, for 18 years we've been doing this, we've had a pancake breakfast. We have 150 people come through our house in 4 different shifts. And it's snowy, it's icy. What happens if somebody falls on our front steps?
Well, if somebody slips and falls on your front steps, you've got a liability coverage in your homeowner's policy, or you should. Along with a medical payment in case something happens. But obviously, you should do everything you can to mitigate that risk by pushing the snow and dropping some salt.
Absolutely. So it sounds like around the holidays we're covered, right? Under the normal insurance stuff, we should be covered.
Yep. And people don't call me. They don't want to call me. Right.
So. I don't want to call you either. Happy holidays, though. So if you do end up having to call someone, call Craig Lyndall at Lyndall Insurance at 440-247-3750 or log on to lyndallinsurance.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back.